Hello, I'm Jody Wolf, and you're watching Expoz, November 17, 2012, 11:30 p.m. Birmingham, Alabama. Topic, Part 3, and last of the first 6 months of 2012 Bible prophecy. Okay, we'll pick up where I left off. July the 5th, June the 5th, 2012, Arizona dust storm, like the Dust Bowl of the late 20s. And I don't know how odd that is, but in 1996, my wife and I were called into one, but it was only about a 3-mile drive, and it was over, but it was blinding. And it was something we jumped out and took pictures of because we've never seen anything like that. Okay, June the 8th, 2012, New Jersey, supercell thunderstorm over a high school graduation. And y'all probably saw a lot of video about that because it was really odd. And there's a lot to the story, but I can't tell that now. June the 13th, 2012, Dallas, Texas, a giant hailstorm, golf ball and baseball size, destroyed and damaged cars, hurt animals, destroyed part homes. The ground in places were a foot deep in hailstones. The hail generated so much fog people couldn't see to drive. And again, on June the 13th, more in Revelations speaks of the 100-pound hailstones that are mentioned in the Bible, and said that you'll see these things in the last days. Well, it looks like we're on a pretty good start there. June 6, 2012, Colorado hailstorm between 3 and 5 feet deep. Unbelievable. I saw the pictures. Destroyed cars and even stopped them in their place on the interstate, and people were actually stuck there for a time, and many homes were damaged. June 19, 2012, Melbourne, Australia, mass of foam appeared along a 4-mile stretch of coast, up to 5 feet deep, and people playing in it and even videotaped it. When they went through it, it would leave like a path and like a worm trail, really odd, and no one knows what it was. June 19, 2012, Melbourne, once again, largest quake in 109 years, 5.3. June 19, very thick winter fog covers half of city and was rolling like a wave, but it was midsummer, early morning. June 2nd, 2012, yellow fog in China. For days, they had to wear these protective masks, and it was yellow-green, and people said that this is the first. They've never seen anything like it before. June 20, Phoenix, Arizona, health alert with haze, fog, ozone, and no one still knows to this day what it was, and the same occurred in New York at the same time. June 7, New Jersey, unusual cloud formations once again. Also June 12, Birmingham, Alabama, again, very strange cloud formation. Looked like about a 3-mile long with 300-foot high waves. This was by far the oddest shape of clouds pictures that were taken and put on the internet. It looked like tsunami waves. If you go type it in, tsunami cloud, Birmingham, Alabama, you'll see the picture. And I live minutes away. Unfortunately, I didn't know about that until after it was over. June 14, Beijing, China, giant mushroom, I mean giant, over the city that looked like atomic bomb mushroom. Same cloud as China, but this one was in the United States near the Canadian border. Same type. June 7, Israel, spiral, just like the one over Norway last year, the same to be exact. Spun clockwise, then went counterclockwise, and then disappeared in the sky. June 14, 2012, Michigan, Ohio, same type of spiral in the sky. June 20, Minnesota floods in sinkholes suddenly appearing. Oklahoma, I covered only a tenth of, I covered only a tenth or less of what was reported. Many people say there are so much that this is just the very tip of the iceberg, and there was even far more than this that it wasn't seen. I mean, I know we didn't see everything, and this is 1/10 of what people saw, plus it was 1/10 of what was reported. So that was really odd. Okay, be ready and be aware. This is again just now beginning. The Bible tells us that there is much, much worse to come. The entire 7 years of the tribulation will be 10 times this worse until you get to the 3.5 year point, and then it will bloom to over 100 times. Get this, not worse than this, but worse than the one that happened that caused God to destroy the world by water. This is unbelievable. And you got the trumpets, you have the seals, you have the vials, and even there's one that God said to keep quiet about. It's called the seven thunder judgments. No one knows what they are. It's in the Bible, but no one knows. Okay. These are, again, but a small portion of the strange events that's still occurring around the world today. And the worst is, again, much, much worse to come. Or much. You can escape the worst of the worst. The Bible says, like in the days of Noah, shall it be in the days of the coming of the Son of Man. If you go to Christ, because He shed His blood for you, and you tell Him you're a sinner, and you want to be forgiven, baby, you are a new man that quick. And I would urge everyone to look and see what's going on today around the world, and not to say there's over so far trillion plus in a monetary cost, and by now it's probably exceeded 2 trillion worldwide, that is. And a lot of this you find on prophecyfilm.com. And it's bad. Please be ready. Now, I've got a new blog coming up in a moment, and this one talks about what's happening right now, and you're not going to like it. Jody Wolf, Expoz.